This man murdered 5 university students in Gainesville, Florida back in the 1990s. He even decapitated one of those college students and inspired an entire horror movie franchise. Part 2-ish. I know I just said part 2, but it's actually part 2 of Danny Rolling's story and part 8 of my Scream-inspired murders TikTok series. So at this point, 3 women have been murdered, and now the University of Florida, everybody in Gainesville is freaking out, and it's garnered widespread, national media attention. This is Tracy Pauls and Manuel Taboada. They were both 23 years old at the time of the university murders. On Monday, August 27th, just 2 days after the murder of Christina Hoyt, Danny Rolling broke into their apartment. He attacked Manuel first and killed him after a struggle. Tracy heard all the commotion, and so she went down the hall to Manuel's room and found Danny Rolling standing in his bedroom. So she barricaded herself in her bedroom. Unfortunately, Danny Rolling was able to break through the door. Danny Rolling taped her mouth and wrists together, he cut off her clothes, he SA'd her, and then he stabbed her in the back multiple times. Danny posed Tracy's body in sexually suggestive positions, but he actually left Manuel's body in the same position it was he had died in. With the exception of Manuel, all of the women Danny murdered were petite white brunettes with brown eyes who looked a lot like his mother. These are photos of the other 3 victims, Christina Powell, Krista Hoyt, and Sonia Larson. Louisiana police alerted Florida authorities about an unsolved triple murder in Shreveport that bared some real similarities to the murders that were being committed in Gainesville. 3 members of the Grissom family had been murdered in Shreveport: 55-year-old William Grissom, his 24-year-old daughter Julie Grissom, and her 8-year-old son Sean. Investigators from Florida flew out to Shreveport, Louisiana to compare their blood samples, and they discovered a match. The same person who killed the family in Shreveport had also killed the same people in Florida. A woman by the name of Cindy Jurakich called in a tip to Crime Stoppers about Danny Rolling, and he had already been arrested for an attempted robbery of an Ocala supermarket. They matched his blood, they found his campsite, they found a ton of evidence pointing to him being the murderers of all of those Gainesville students. There was even a tape recorder where he was making audio diaries of what he had done to the students in Gainesville. Rolling was executed at Florida State Prison on October 25th, 2006 by lethal injection. Kevin Williamson was inspired to write Scream because of these murders. Like and follow for more.